Good evening and salutations, my YNR fans. This episode was a mixed bag. Okay, there was some really good stuff. There was some really cringe stuff. There was some really boring stuff. You know what? Let's get to the good stuff. Let's get to the good stuff first, and of course, that is Victor and bougie ass Nikki. That they're talking about the whole Adam and Sally and Nick baby situation. Victor's on his high horse talking about he doesn't like this, he doesn't like that, he doesn't approve of this, he doesn't approve of that. Victor is a very complex character, very complicated character. There's things I like about Victor, and then there's other things where it's like, bro, there's this level of controlling and it's my way or the highway, and I disapprove of this, so you sit there and change that. God, having a father figure like that sounds like a nightmare, to say the least. But at some point, when Nick comes into the office, he overhears Victor and his disdain for Sally and Adam. Particularly with Sally. You know, so he comes in there and he starts defending. He starts defending Sally. Now at this point, Victor is just pissed. Okay, he doesn't like the fact that Sally is coming in between the family. Sally's not there making them both look bad. Sally's not there making the Newman as a name, as a family look bad. So I'm like, okay, so now on top of everything else, you don't like the public perception. Really? He also starts defending Adam, right? Saying that, Nick and Victoria has constantly tried to freeze Adam out, constantly disrespecting him, constantly not letting him really into the family fold. And he brought up something that was really interesting. It is something that it's something that was really interesting. So yesterday, right? He was like, you saw Nick and you saw Adam and Sally getting along and flirting with each other and stuff, and you had to come in there and show your dominance. Put him in his place. And at first, I didn't think much of that scene because I didn't sit there and think that he did that on purpose. I thought that was just, him coming in there and just be like, hey, boo, what's going on? But he even said he did that on purpose to show Adam, you give him an inch, he'll take a mile, so it's like, it's better to sit there and put him in his place. And to be honest, that wasn't really necessary. This girl already chose you. She already chose to be with you. She already says that she loves you. What was the point of that? You know? They're going at it, and Nikki's dumbass coming there talking about, well, me and your father, we have strong opinions about the situation. I was like, first of all, boo, shut your ass up. Second of all, your opinions don't matter. Okay? This is a situation between Adam, Sally, and Nick. Your opinions mean nothing. Okay? This is something that just always This is something that just always bothered me about some of these shows and stuff. Like when I came at Paris's mom. Paris's mom, I can't remember her damn name, but she had strong feelings and opinions about Carter. And I'm like, boo, it's none of your damn business. And of course you have some people sitting talking about, well, that's her mother. Okay, well, does her mother live her Paris life? No, since it's not none of her damn business. I don't give a damn if that's her child or not. She's a grown ass adult. Let her make her mistakes. Let her make her choices. And mind your goddamn business. And it's the same thing with bougie ass Nikki and controlling narcissist Victor. You know, the dude literally seemed like he's about to have a damn heart attack over this situation, which again is none of his damn business. I get the idea of him defending Adam, and I haven't watched the show too much. I know there's a lot of back and forth. There's things that Adam has done to push people away. Then there's times where it looked like Victoria, I don't know about Nick, but Victoria has done everything she could to seem like freezing him out the family business and just out the family in general. So you got that whole thing going on. And that was probably actually the best part of this episode because everything else, in a lot of ways, just kind of go downhill. The scenes between Lucy and Daniel was so extremely tough to get through. There's a lot of cringy moments, and I understand that they have to have a lot of these sweet moments, these very heartfelt moments. But it just got to a point where it's like I felt like I was about to vomit in some of those scenes. Um, I get the idea that on one hand, listen, it's great that he's had progress in really bringing Lucy back into his life and having her feel like she can trust him again. I don't know what he did to really got her to a point where it's like she seemed like she was very uneasy being in the same room as him. But it's nice progress to sit there and say. And I guess it's nice in some sort of way that she does care about her father and she is trying to look out for him and even saying that, listen, you shouldn't be alone. You sit there and be with friends. Lily's a nice person. Why don't you don't have to hook up with her and be in love with her, but, at least have somebody that can be there for you. I mean, to be fair, it's not like Daniel is alone in this whole thing. As much as I don't like that thing, Summer, he does have Summer. Um, and probably the rest of the Abbas because somehow they're connected by means that I have no idea. Um, I don't know if Noah is Noah technically his half brother or something. My point is he has other people. Um, I didn't really care that much for the scene with Devon and Lily. It seemed like a scene that just really went nowhere. I mean, it's cool. They're back together. They're family again, and they're not at each other's throats. They're setting boundaries and still want to find a way to be connected to each other. That's all good and great. Thing was, eh. I mean, I haven't really watched the show that long. So there's this heartfelt scene with Devon and Esther, you know, stressing the importance on family and connection and bonding and all that good gooey stuff. And while that was really nice, I was just kind of like, is this going somewhere? Like, there just seemed like there was scenes that just was there to be there. Um, and although they were just nice little cute scenes, I guess, obviously I'm not a very cutesy kind of person when it comes to scenes like that. It just seemed like it ultimately went nowhere. Um, I feel bad for anyone that actually is a Sharon fan because I know that she used to have really big, crazy, and amazing stories back in the day. And they practically just reduced this chick to just somebody. I mean, I get it, supporting characters every now and then, but how do you go from being in major and great stories to just be the chick at the coffee shop talking about Mariah and Tess that we barely see with Adam? You know? Oh, they're having a baby shower. Oh my god, I can't wait to not see it because why do I care for it? We don't see Mariah and Tess like we used to, and they don't seem like they really give them a good story when they are on there. All the stuff that I've seen has been extremely disappointing and underwhelming. Sally and Adams that they're talking about is a boy or a girl as far as the baby is concerned, and it's a nice little cute scene, I guess, for if you're rooting for Adam and Sally. Um, Adam was being extra nice, even though he didn't have to be, as far as because she kept looking around and they're saying, where is Nick at? Nick is supposed to be at this appointment with us. Where is Nick at? And Adam's like, well, listen, we can go there, but we won't start until he's there. And I'm like, I get that you want to try to do this for her, but I'm like, that's not his child. That might be his nephew or his niece, but that's not his child. You can sit there and see the baby pictures afterwards. You can find out if it's a boy or girl afterwards. But the father of that child is there. Why the hell are we sitting there putting our lives on hold for him? You know? But he came in, he was like, I'll take over from here as some sort of show of dominance or whatever. And Adam was just like, alright, bro, whatever. Um, what else actually happened? I feel like that's about it. Um, Episode was okay. Wasn't terrible. Wasn't super great. It was kind of just like, eh. The sad thing is that as much as I don't like this whole Phyllis storyline because I just find it stupid. Well, I find the character stupid, and I find Summer to be extremely annoying. I'd rather have seen that than some of these other scenes. Oh, and also Lily and Daniel kiss. So that's cool, I guess. I don't know. I was just serious, if I'm not gonna lie. Even when they start kissing, I was just like, I just kept looking at the time, like, is this episode almost over yet? Because, like, besides the Nick and Adam stuff and Victor, it just kind of really went down the hill. But again, yeah, as much as I don't really care for Summer and Phyllis and stuff, at least that part of the story is exciting. So hopefully we do get to sit there and see a little bit more of that, even though it's written so badly. It's written so badly when you just think of it as a whole, it just comes across as lazy and cheap and a bunch of other adjectives I can't even really sit there and get into. But it does hold some level of excitement, especially compared to some of the stuff that I saw today. So that's cool, I guess. Anyway, I feel like that's pretty much about it. If I did miss anything, come to the live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. I'll be going on there for an hour tonight since I got to wake up at a godly on early time in the morning. Um, but I will be sitting there talking about Y&R, B&B, Days, and GH, as well as I do every day, Monday through Friday. Weekends is for members. If you're not a member, hit the join button at the bottom. We'll sit and talk about all sorts of stuff. It was crazy. I think last weekend, as we had a conversation that started off on soaps, and it that conversation went left really, really fast, but in the most fun way possible. So you definitely want to sit there and join those type of members only live streams. Anyway, with that being said, I'm going to go. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next video.